the next step is to shape these petal circles with tools. So the smaller petals I'm going to be shaping with these Japanese style, like a cat portrait tools in different sizes, smaller and wider ones. And if you haven't got these, you can try and substitute them to some extent with a very small ball tool, maybe 1/2 centimeter. And for large petals, I'm going to use these 2 centimeter ball tool. So for these, the penultimate size and the last one. So once the tools have warmed up, we can start shaping. I have 5 sizes here, so I'm going to quickly show you how to do it. So this is the smallest size, and this is going to be quite curled. So I'm shaping, for my rose, I'm going to be shaping from the right side, the wrong side being where my curls have ended up. So this is the wrong side, that's the right side. So from the right side I will be shaping for the rose. For the buds I want to shape from the wrong side, so that when I assemble my bud, these edges are going to hide the inside. These petals are quite curled, so I'm going to use my tool to give them a narrowish curled shape. So placing my tool in and sort of helping with the pen as well, so to curl them up. These are the smallest petals. They're usually quite curled and closed. So this is for the rose. For the bud I would not maybe close them too much, just to give a round shaping like this. So this is for the bud, so when I close it, it looks like this. Okay, so the next size, I can use my slightly wider tool. So actually the same principle. Shaping the center of each petal. And then I can also go back and use my narrow tool from the wrong side and shape a bit the tops of the petals where the point is, so to open up my petals a bit more like this, so they're not too closed. These sizes are opening up, so this first size, the rose is quite closed. The next ones, the rose is opening. So you can hold like this and plump them up a bit. So that's this size. The next size in the same way. You can start by this narrow tool actually, and shape the top first. Try to do differently, maybe a little bit more on one side, a bit less on the other, so they should all be slightly different eventually. Then the slightly wider tool. Again, if you hold the top of the petal with your fingers and shape the center, this top is going to form quite a nice shape. Some petals shape a bit more, a bit deeper, on others less. So this is this size, the third size. The fourth size, you can use a bigger tool at the top. Do it however you see. As I said, maybe one size more shaping, bit less on the other. So then turn around and finish shaping the petals from the right side. Okay, for this size we can use the ball tool, which will be more suitable for the size of the petal. I have changed the tool. This is a 2 cm round tool, so it's warming up. We can start with the wide Japanese style tool, still to shape the tops of the petals like we did before. Try to be a bit more adventurous, less symmetrical here. Slightly different shaping on the largest petals, and once you have done that, you can shape the center of each petal with the round ball tool. Hold the top of the petal with your fingers so that it rises up and it has some volume. So as I said, try to shape them all slightly differently so that you have some variety. So this is shaping for the petals with tools. Once you've done that, on all the petals, your petals are shaped and ready to get assembled into a flower. Now let's shape the calyx and some leaves. This calyx for flat roses is shaped in a similar way to the calyxes that we have already shaped, only the shape is different, which is more suitable for flatter flowers. It is up to you to choose which one you want to use or which rose you're making and which one would be more suitable. So the calyxes usually are shaped from the wrong side. I'm using a medium pad here, and this is the wrong side of my calyx, and an extra narrow tool. This one is with a groove. It doesn't matter if yours is without, either will do well. So simply following the lines of our calyx, not putting too much pressure, avoiding the fabric pleating on the sides. You can help with your other hand to curl up the tips of the calyx. When the parts are a bit moist with the glue, they shape better than when they're dry. So try to keep them in a bag or shape them straight away. So I'm just following the outline of my calyx carefully, shaping all the sepals one by one. It's quite a serrated calyx, so make sure you've shaped all the parts of it. Also, you can come back and curl up the tips a little bit more by going into them. With the tool. So here is the calyx. It's all done, and we can put it aside. The next what I want to show is how to shape the leaves. I've got one small and one medium here. First of all, I'm going to do a line with my knife tool to create like a central vein on the leaves. This is done from the right side, and then using my extra narrow tool again, I'm going to curl up the leaves a little bit more to give them a 3D shape. So starting from the tip, again I'm helping myself with the other hand to shape my leaf into a 3D leaf. The leaves here are very small, don't try to put too many lines, because the fewer the better, especially on the little ones. So just to give some idea of shaping. In this way you can shape all the leaves for this project. Okay, so here are our leaves and the calyxes that we are going to use here.